Hello everybody, my name is Paolo Bricado from the trthub.com, and today I just want to take you through a little interesting case study that has to do with low testosterone, and I'm entitling this The Ugly Side of Low Testosterone. So just to give you a little bit of context, I used to run a Facebook page for the TRT Hub, and I recently in the last week or two decided to shut it down. I'll be shooting a video about why I'm shutting this down, but it is going down. And as part of that process over the last week or so, I set up a autoresponder on the page to let everyone know that the page is being shut down, and if they want to get in touch with me or ask a question, they can get in touch with me via my website or on the YouTube channel. Now, there were some outstanding questions that guys had sent to me on the Facebook page. Those that I could answer straight away, I did answer straight away, and those that I wanted to shoot a video response to, I haven't replied to yet, because normally what I do is I shoot the video response and then I reply to them with a link to the video response to their question. So there were a couple of people who had outstanding questions, like I mentioned, and I think it was on Sunday. I got some more notifications in my inbox on Facebook, which I don't check very often, but on that day I did happen to check. And it was a response from a guy who had sent me a message before, but he hadn't had a response, and so he sent a follow-up message. So I'll show you up here over on the screen. You can see his question, which I will get to in another video. But you can see he did write a long question. And then on the Sunday, and I just want to get this open here, I got a further response to that. So as you can see here, on Sunday he sent through a message that says, "Damn, I couldn't get a response." Then my auto message mailer, whatever you set up on Facebook that sort of auto responds to people when they send a message, said, "This Facebook page is shutting down. Please contact me on YouTube or directly on my website, trthub.com. Thanks." And that's just an automatic thing for anyone that messages my page in the future. Then, and I'll put this up on the screen so that you can have a look, that did not go down well with Mr. Splash Johnson, which is obviously an anonymous name, not his real name. He says, "Okay, well, in that case, fuck you!" Exclamation marks. I saw that message. I continued with my work because I knew I was probably going to get his question at a later stage when I do the Facebook Q&A videos, which in fact is the video I'll be shooting after this. That wasn't good enough. So then later on, he writes, "I wrote a long fucking message thinking you were on YouTube trying to help people, but instead you looked at my shit 4 days ago and breezed past it. Fuck you." You're not on the internet trying to help. You're on the internet for attention. You tea and crumpet pip cheerio. Now, I don't know what that means. Tea and crumpet, obviously a reference to the UK. I'm South African, but maybe because I'm in the UK, he thought it was applicable. Pip cheerio. I don't have a clue, but it sounds funny. Motherfucker, fuck you. So when I saw this message, I chuckled a little bit. When people get messages like this, especially on social media, a lot of guys, if you're on social media a lot, especially on YouTube, you build a thick skin, you get this type of stuff all the time. So when you get a message like this, you know not to overreact, it's not the end of the world. A lot of people might see a message like this though and go, well, don't answer his question now. You know, he's being rude, he's being disrespectful, he's impatient, don't do it. And that did cross my mind. But then I thought, you know what, not only am I going to answer his question, I'm going to do a video about this as well, because this guy is showing symptoms, probably the most common symptom of low testosterone in this message and dialogue that he sent you. Now, you may not be able to spot it straight away, but I'm going to go through and tell you what it's all about. And as you look through the message, you'll kind of understand where it's coming from. So one of the primary, if not the main primary symptom of low testosterone is mood swings, right? They even have a disorder for it called Irritable Male Syndrome, right? And that's abbreviated as IMS. So I'm going to list the primary symptoms of Irritable Male Syndrome, IMS, and see if you can pick up on how many of these come across in this guy's message. So let's go through them. The symptoms include angry, impatient, sarcastic, anxious, hostile, argumentative, unloving, frustrated, withdrawn, demanding, defensive, sad, dissatisfied. So how many of these can you see in his message? Quite a few, I imagine. And also, as you can see, he's got a faceless profile, no profile picture. He's using a fake name, and it's not a real profile, you know, which is obviously a little bit of a cowardly approach. It's easy to attack someone when you don't reveal who your true identity is. But I understand, right? I understand your situation because I've been there. And those of you who have had low testosterone and have fixed it and got your testosterone back to normal, you may identify with this as well. I know for me personally, I always thought everyone was out to get me. I would freak out and get angry and blow up like this guy did, not just online, but in real life. You imagine calling a call center and you're like waiting and people don't give you the response that you want and you just blow up and you lose your shit, or you're in traffic and you get annoyed. Irritable male syndrome is a real thing, especially with guys with low testosterone. So I decided to take this because I want to help the guy, right? He might not realize it, but these actions are a result of his irritable male syndrome. Now, I'm not going into his question today. I'll do it in the follow-up video, but he did give details of his testosterone levels and that. So we'll kind of analyze that in the next video. But I just wanted to highlight the IMS, or irritable male syndrome. And like it says here, these symptoms are usually caused by low testosterone, but can also be caused by stress, which raises cortisol levels, or even high estrogen levels, right? Like with guys who take a lot of steroids and they don't manage their estradiol correctly, or even people on TRT who get elevated levels of estrogen and they don't manage it correctly. These things can also contribute to irritable male syndrome. Now, if you can identify with these symptoms, if this is something you've experienced like I have in the past, like other guys have, like this guy clearly is demonstrating here, then I highly recommend that you go see a doctor and ask to get your testosterone levels checked, because they very more than likely can be low, and getting testosterone replacement therapy can more than likely help alleviate these symptoms, right? If I'd received a message like this in the past, when I hadn't been on TRT and my testosterone levels weren't normal, I'd probably blow up too. I'd probably get it and be like, fuck you, motherfucker. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not going to help you. I'm never talking to you again. Get the fuck out of here. But I've been there and I completely understand. And that's why this is not a big deal for me. It's more of a goal to help this guy, because he does have a problem. And he didn't get the answer he was looking for straight away, but he's shown one of the biggest symptoms that you can have with low T, which is this moodiness and irritable male syndrome. And that's why I'm going to help him in the next video. So if you know someone that's like this, tell them to go get help, at least go get their blood tested and check if they have low testosterone, because it could help them in the future. I will also yes, and make sure that your lifestyle points are on track too, you know, so make sure that your health and your fitness and your sleep and you're not, you know, drinking and drugging to excess, those types of things are taken care of first, and then go test for your testosterone levels. Now, I'm going to leave links on irritable male syndrome in the description of this video for those of you that want to read up more about it. It's quite interesting. But to Splash Johnson, the anonymous troll who's angry, I'm going to address your question in the next Facebook Q&A video that I do, not because I feel guilty or obligated, but because I see a real trouble that you have, a real symptom there, and I'd like to help. And especially for those that can identify and have similar symptoms and need help with something like this. But I'll see you guys in the next Facebook video Q&A, which will be the video after this one. So thanks for watching. Please, people, if you have low testosterone, don't be angry. I know it's hard. Go get your levels checked, and I'll see you in the next video.